In a bright and beautiful forest, there was one thing every animal loved more than anything else: a race. Every year, on the first day of spring, all the animals gathered at the great oak tree for the grand forest race. It was the most exciting day of the year. Everyone trained for it. Everyone dreamed of winning it. Everyone except one little turtle named Timmy, because Timmy already knew what everyone else thought, that a turtle could never win a race. Timmy was small even for a turtle. He had a round green shell with yellow spots, big warm brown eyes, and 4 tiny legs that moved very, very slowly. He lived near the roots of the great oak tree at the edge of the forest. Every morning, Timmy would watch the other animals race past his home. The deer would sprint by in a flash. The rabbits would hop past in seconds. Even the squirrels were faster than Timmy. Timmy would watch them all go and then look down at his own 4 slow little legs. But there was something different about Timmy. Something the other animals had not noticed yet. Timmy never stopped moving. While the deer rested, Timmy kept walking. While the rabbits played, Timmy kept walking. Slowly, steadily, one small step at a time. Always forward, never back. On the morning of the Grand Forest Race, Timmy walked slowly to the starting line. The other animals stared. Then they laughed. The rabbit doubled over, giggling. The deer tried to hide their smiles. Even the kind old elephant looked surprised. A turtle in the Grand Forest Race. The fox called out with a grin, "Better start now, Timmy. Maybe you will finish by next spring." Everyone laughed, but Timmy just looked at the finish line far in the distance. He took a deep breath, and he stepped up to the starting line anyway because Timmy had decided something the night before. He was going to try, not because he thought he would win, but because he refused to be the one who never even tried. The starting horn blew. Every animal exploded off the line. The deer were gone in seconds. The rabbits vanished around the first bend. The squirrels shot up into the trees and swung ahead. The fox sprinted forward with a laughing glance back at Timmy. And Timmy began to walk slowly, steadily, left, right, his 4 tiny legs moving in their slow, careful rhythm. The crowd who had gathered to watch cheered for the fast animals. Nobody cheered for Timmy. By the time Timmy reached the first bend in the race path, every other animal was already out of sight. He was completely alone. The forest was quiet around him. Just Timmy and the long path ahead. He looked at it. He took a breath and he kept walking. The sun climbed higher in the sky. The race had been going for a long time. Far ahead, the rabbit had stopped to eat some berries. Just for a moment, he told himself. The deer had stopped at a cool stream to drink. The squirrels were chasing each other through, the trees having forgotten they were even racing. The fox had sat down in a patch of warm sunlight. He was so far ahead, he thought, what was the rush? They had all stopped? Because they were all so far ahead, because none of them were worried. None of them could imagine being beaten. Certainly not by a turtle. And through the quiet forest, slowly, steadily, one small step at a time, Timmy kept walking. He passed the spot where the rabbit sat eating berries. The rabbit did not even notice. He passed the stream where the deer was drinking. The deer glanced up and smiled kindly. "Still going, Timmy? Good for you." Timmy nodded and kept walking. He did not stop. He did not rest. He just kept going. The afternoon sun was beginning to lower in the sky. The rabbit suddenly sat up with a start. The race, he began sprinting again. The deer looked up from the stream. The race, she bolted forward. The squirrels remembered and began swinging frantically through the trees. The fox woke from his nap in the sunlight with a jolt. The race, he leapt up and began running at full speed. They were all fast. They were all running hard now, but somewhere ahead of all of them, moving slowly, steadily, never having stopped for a single second, was a little turtle with yellow spotted shell and big warm brown eyes. Timmy could see something ahead, through the trees. A flash of color. Flags. The finish line. It was right there. Timmy's legs ached. His shell felt heavy. But he did not stop. Left, right, right. One more step and one more and one more. The rabbit came flying around the last bend at full speed and stopped dead. The deer burst through the trees and froze. The fox came sprinting with everything he had and could not believe his eyes. There, just ahead of all of them, was Timmy, moving slowly, steadily, toward the finish line. They ran. They ran as fast as their legs could carry them. The rabbit was a blur. The deer was like the wind. But Timmy had never stopped. And the distance that steady steps build over a long time cannot be undone in a moment. Timmy crossed the finish line, one slow, steady step at a time. The forest went completely silent. Then the elephant began to clap, slowly at first, then louder. Then every animal joined. The cheering rose through the entire forest. For the small turtle, who had never stopped walking, the rabbit came and sat beside Timmy, out of breath and wide-eyed. "I was so much faster than you," the rabbit said quietly. "How did you do it?" Timmy looked at him with his big, warm brown eyes and said, "You were faster, but I was always moving." The fox came forward, his clever smile gone, replaced by something more genuine. He looked at Timmy for a long moment. Then he said, "I laughed at you this morning. I am sorry." Timmy nodded quietly. "I knew you would," he said. "That is why I had to start anyway." One by one, the animals came forward, not to congratulate the winner of a race, but because they had all just witnessed something they had never seen before, a kind of strength they did not have a name for, a strength that did not look fast or flashy or powerful, a strength that just kept going. From that day forward, the grand forest race was never quite the same. The animals still trained. They still raced. But now they understood something new. Speed gets you off the line first. But it is the one who keeps going. Through the quiet, through the alone, through the moments when no one is watching and no one is cheering. That one is the one who reaches the finish line. Timmy went back to his home near the roots of the great oak tree that evening. He was tired. His legs ached. But he carried something home with him that none of the faster animals had. Something that no one could run fast enough to catch. The quiet, deep satisfaction of someone who decided to try and never gave up. It does not matter how slow you go, as long as you never stop.